Well, hello everybody. I hope everybody's doing well. I am doing well here in my home in Entebbe. Now, I got a lot of different stuff to share with you today, so I think I'm gonna do it kind of like a news briefing. And I'm gonna start with the wonderful wedding that we had here a couple weeks ago. As some of you know, my daughter, she met an amazing guy down in Mexico, and they wanted to get married here in our home church here in Entebbe. So they came over, they had a wonderful time. They went on a safari afterwards, so they had a great time. But the reason I'm really bringing it up right now is to ask you guys to pray, because they're planning to move to the Democratic Republic of Congo a little bit later this month. Now, I need to also give you an update on what's happening there. I'm sure many of you know that Congo has been at war, and it has been really bad in some areas. As a matter of fact, I would say probably 70% of our churches are now in occupied territory. That being said, the killing has stopped in most of those areas. Where Demiri is located in Goma, it's completely taken over, and the churches in that surrounding area are as well. However, where my daughter wants to move, it's in the town of Butembo. It's where we planted our first church. And historically, Butembo has survived all the different years of war. And they're going into this, very prayerful. We're getting the right counsel from military, from locals on the ground, and from the church leadership that is there. So they're not going in foolishly. They're going in by faith. I will also say there's another great praise report that in the town of Kado, that's where the jihad began for us as a ministry. In the village of Kado, we had planted a pygmy church that became a church that also incorporated the local neighborhood. If you remember, way back in October of 2014, we had an attack there and we lost Pastor Kanyamanda and his wife Odette and 12 church members. And that church has been a red zone up until recently. So we're reclaiming the property there and replanting the church. So that's good news that's happening over in Congo. Another thing that we're up to here in Uganda is we're doing our very first larger scale leadership conference on the west side of Uganda. Now, we planted a church there a long time ago, a Bible school as well. And one of the exciting things that's coming out of that Bible school from 2010 is we met up with one of the graduates of the school. We had a 2-year full-time ministry training center, and he graduates, and we don't know anything about him, but as he shows up on the eastern side of Uganda, where he's planting churches. So we're reconnecting with him and starting to cooperate with him. So I just wanted to fill you guys in on a few of these things. Please continue to pray for us, and I really, continue to pray for peace in Congo. It's a little bit different there now. There's a couple of governments that are functioning, and they're trying to find some middle of the road so that the killing will stop. But in wisdom and in faith, and I would say also in bravery to the call, my daughter and my son-in-law are going in to Democratic Republic of Congo because they believe that the Lord has called them to go there. So please join us in prayer for all of these things: peace in Congo, safety for our children, that the works here in Uganda would continue to prosper and move forward, and that we'd all be found faithful to do what God has called us to do. We thank you guys for standing with you, and we love you. Talk to you next month.